what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
On 1st and 10. Hood. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Wow. That ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hood looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
70 Lions. Cougar 19.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Shot alert. Go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they send a man in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hood to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake. Hood. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Let's go
Here's
now.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Hood. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
On the set.
Still 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Hood. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Whitley. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Whitley. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Cooper on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Whitley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Whitley. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On target to his man, Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Whitley. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bengals nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut.
On first down, Hood. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not many booms just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
On 1st and 10, Whitley. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On third down, Whitley.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down, Whitley.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
19 right. Track 60. 79 Broncos.
To throw on second down, Whitley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Whitley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pioneer. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A 64-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Take it at the 37. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the ball, now, ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Hood. And he rifles one incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake. Hood.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
On fourth down.
Hood able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off play action. Hood. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive.
Whitley. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw again.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
79 Broncos.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
19 Lions.
To throw on 2nd down. Hood. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Mixing up the middle.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Operating from the gun, Whitley. Throw caught by Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Achane. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Back to throw. Whitley, right side. There's Likely with it. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
18 rattler, 18 rattler.
Looking to throw. Hood. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On first down,
Whitley. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Dolphins have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead.
Now a 2nd and 6.
70 Timberwolves.
Second and 6. Go. At the 40.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go
Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Hood. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down at the 25.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane.
And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense